One of the questions we get quite a bit is, what is long-term care insurance? Well, long-term care insurance is insurance that will help you pay for the costs of long-term care. So what's long-term care? So long-term care is care that you might get if you need help with certain things. The rule of thumb is that there's 6 activities of daily living. They're eating, bathing, dressing, transferring, toileting, and continence. And if you need help with those, you might find yourself needing long-term care. In addition, if you have a cognitive impairment, dementia or Alzheimer's, you also might need long-term care. Unfortunately, Medicare does not pay for long-term care. So an option that people will look into is getting insurance to cover those needs. When you get a long-term care insurance policy, there's a lot of different factors that go into building that policy. You might select a particular daily benefit and add an inflation rider, right? Care gets more expensive over time. You want to make sure that any policy you're buying today is going to be able to cover the costs when you actually need it down the line. So you'll have a daily benefit, like I said, an inflation rider, and then that daily benefit for a certain amount of time, 3 years, 5 years, sometimes people get unlimited policies, and then there's always an exemption period. So a certain number of days, 30 days or 90 days, that you'll have to pay out of pocket for those costs until the insurance policy kicks in. The way you build that policy is going to determine how much it costs, right? So the more robust the policy, the more expensive that policy is going to be. Then, once you actually need assistance, that's when you file a claim and start getting those benefits. So in order to file a claim, you have to have a cognitive impairment or need help with 2 of those 6 activities of daily living. Once you qualify that and a doctor signs off on it, file the claim and hopefully start receiving the benefits to cover those costs of care. If you need any additional information, visit our website.